Doo-doo-dee. It's Nandi!
Hello friends, I'm back today with a quest video for Havyr, who fights alongside the Ultramarines and Admech against the Black Legion. On screen I'm showing the characters that I used from each faction as well as the relevant ability levels up to the legendary tier. People have requested that I point out the trickier stages, also known as token traps, so I've highlighted them here on screen. Remember that the AI you see in this quest guide will depend a little bit on what items your units are wearing. The characters here in this guide all have the health and armor combo item. A quick shout out to Pi, Tacticus Ambassador and friend, who has been invaluable in putting this together. His referral code is on screen as a thank you. For common 1, we use Varro and Certus. On turn 1, move Havyr up the middle and use his active to kill the middle 2 bloodletters. Varro then moves up the left side and uses his normal attack to kill another enemy. Certus stands behind and with his overwatch should kill the final bloodletter. For common 2, we use Certus, Bellator and Incisus. On turn 1, Incisus moves up and attacks a bloodletter. Bellator then moves up and makes a summon. Havyr's normal attack should kill the third bloodletter. From there you have 3 remaining guardsmen to kill in the final turn and it should be reasonably straightforward. Common 3 is unfortunately the first of our token traps and is flee dependent. For this battle we bring Certus, Bellator, Incisus and Varro. On turn 1 we bring Bellator up the left and summon with his active on the guardsman. The rest of your team turtles into the bottom left and awaits the enemy advance. On turn 2, we open with Varro's active, which should kill the guardsman as well as deal a bunch of damage to the other enemies. Bellator attacks a bloodletter and you're hoping for a flee on one of the guardsmen. Incisus moves up the right and kills an enemy, and Havyr uses his active to defeat Archie and the remaining bloodletter. From there you have Certus, who should finish off the last enemy with his overwatch attack. For uncommon 1 we have Incisus and one other character. Here I use Ro, but you have lots of options. On turn 1, Incisus moves up the left and kills an enemy, while Havyr moves up the right and kills another guardsman. Our third character sits at the back. On turn 2, Incisus heals himself while Havyr uses his active, moves into the gap and kills 2 bloodletters. Your third character moves into the pocket on the right and finishes off that right side bloodletter. On turn 3, Incisus uses his active to heal himself and Havyr. With Havyr and your remaining character, you should be able to finish the fight. For uncommon 2, we use Bellator, Exeter, Ro and Incisus. On turn 1, we move our units up the map a little bit and let the enemy come to us. On turn 2, Bellator moves up the map further and summons with his active on the northernmost guardsman. Havyr moves up behind him and uses his active to finish off 2 bloodletters. Our other 2 units stay in the bottom left of the map and finish off another 2 enemies with their normal attack. On the final turn, pop Incisus' active before finishing off the last few guardsmen. For uncommon 3, we use Certus, Bellator, Incisus and one other character. Here I brought Titus, but you can really use anything as long as they are non-mechanical and you can heal them. On turn 1 we set up as shown, with Havyr moving up the right to kill an enemy and Certus moving along the left hand side to kill another guardsman. Don't worry if you don't get any fleas because this is a relatively easy stage with a generous turn timer. On turn 2 we summon with Bellator on the bottom right Terminator. Certus attacks the same Terminator, and then Havyr moves down and finishes both off after using his active. Incisus and your other character do some more melee damage. With 2 turns left on your cooldown, you should have around 2 Terminators left to kill. All you have to do from here is make sure your characters are healthy and finish the fight. For rare 1 we use Incisus and Varro. We move Havyr up. Use his active on the left and a normal attack on the right. Varro should then move in and finish off the other weak chaos enemy. Start turn 2 off by using Incisus' active, after which Varro's active should finish the fight. Rare 2 is sadly another token trap. Here we use Bellator and Sygex. On turn 1 we sit back and let the enemies approach after having set up as shown. We open turn 2 with an active attack from Sygex, and Bellator creates some summons on the right side of the map. You're relying on a couple of fleas here to get a perfect score, but if everything lines up you should be able to finish on the final round. For rare 3, we use Certus and Incisus. On turn 1, we move Havyr up to the left to kill a Bloodletter, and then give Certus the high ground to kill another. Havyr using his active should be enough to kill the remaining 2 enemies on your final turn. For rare 4, we use Certus, Incisus, and Varro. We end our turn 1 in a turtle formation on the bottom left of the map and wait for our enemies to advance. On turn 2, Havyr moves in with a normal attack on the right side Bloodletter, and Incisus makes a normal attack on the left side Bloodletter. Certus' attack finishes off the right flank, and Varro makes a normal attack against the 2 deep striking Terminators. On turn 3, Varro makes another normal attack. Havyr moves down and uses his active plus a normal attack, which should deal the bulk of the damage to those 2 Terminators. Incisus moves back down and does a normal heal on Varro, while Certus attacks one of the enemies in the top left. On the final turn, heal up with Incisus' active and finish the fight. Rare 5 is another token trap. Here we bring Actis, Incisus, Sygex, and Varro. On turn 1, we move our units onto the bottom right hand side of the map. On turn 2, we use Varro's active, which should hopefully kill off the entire right side of the map. Sygex moves upwards and uses his active on Volk, hopefully finishing him off after another normal attack. The rest of our squad continues to move into the bottom right hand corner. Incisus heals himself, and Actis repairing Sygex triggers another normal attack which kills a guardsman. On turn 3, Incisus makes a normal attack which gives Varro the high ground to attack the Terminators. Actis repairs Sygex to finish that Terminator off, and then Havyr's normal attack and Sygex's normal attack kill the other Terminator. Use Incisus' active on the last turn and get your units set up to clear everyone else off. Epic 1 is also a token trap that is crit dependent. We use Incisus and Varro. On turn 1, we move Havyr into melee to eat the 2 Overwatch attacks, and then Varro moves up the left and uses his active to kill the 4 guardsmen. Incisus attacks the left Havoc, and with Havyr's active and normal attack, the other Havoc is defeated. Heal up on turn 2 and attack the remaining Havoc with Havyr. Varro's active ability should finish the battle after he collects the ability refresh power-up. For Epic 2, we use Actis, Exeter Row, and Tangita. On turn 1, we move our units up and await the enemy advance. All the Terminators should move along the left hand side and attack Exeter Row. On turn 2, we move into the concave with Row and use his active on the southernmost Terminator. The rest of our units move into position, and we start with Actis' active ability. Havyr uses his active and normal attack to kill the southernmost Terminator. Tangita's normal attack plus Exeter Row's passive should kill another Terminator. That leaves you with 1 Terminator to defeat on your final turn, and remember to use Actis to keep your mechs healthy. For Epic 3, we have Actis, Incisus, Tangita, and Varro. On turn 1, we reposition our units as shown on screen and use Actis' repair mechanic to create 2 Skitarii summons. On turn 2, Varro moves into the bottom right and uses his active, which hopefully clears the right hand side of guardsmen. We give Havyr the high ground and use his active ability to kill off another enemy. Incisus moves along the left and finishes off the Bloodletter. Our AdMech continue to hold the middle with their summons and Actis' repairs. You then have 1 final turn to finish the fight, and just remember to use your healers to keep everyone topped up before ending the battle. For Legendary 1, we use Actis, Bellator, Incisus, and Exeter Row all at gold 3. We move our units into the bottom left hand corner and await the enemy advance. On turn 2, Havyr moves into the middle and uses his active to kill 2 Havocs. Incisus follows behind and heals some damage. Exeter Row takes the space and uses his active on the Havoc on the high ground. Bellator summons on the other, and Actis' normal attack should trigger Exeter Row to kill that first Havoc off. On turn 3, Exeter Row kills the Havoc on the low ground and Actis repairs him. That's the key sequence of events for this battle, and just remember to keep your units healthy before ending the fight. For Legendary 2, we have Actus, Exeter Row, Incisors, and Tangita all at a Diamond 2 cap. On turn 1, we stack up in the bottom left hand corner, and the enemy Terminator Deep Strike Advance will depend a lot on your own units and their rarities. On turn 2, we heal with Tangita and try and summon some Skitari as summons to distract the enemy. The biggest threat here are the Bloodletters, and Havyr's active should help finish a couple off. That's really the key sequence of events here, and you're going to have a lot of variation depending on your own unit levels and rarity. Hopefully this is proof of concept that it can be done with Diamond 2 characters. For the Mythic stage here, we use Bellator, Calgar, Incisors, and Titus all at a Diamond 3 cap. Again, once more, this is proof of concept more than anything else, as I suspect you will have a different roster to the characters that I've shown on screen. I'll let this run through in case it's valuable and you have the units exactly as shown here. Okay, that's all I've got for this one. I hope it was useful. Thanks as always to my Patreons and YouTube members for their support.